All right, welcome back, everybody, to another issue of the Phoenix Paradigm Studio. I'm your host, Chili Charlie. Just wanted to bring you an update on some up and coming news in case you haven't heard. Uh, today's Friday, December 22nd, 2023. As of today, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has issued a pardon to all those convicted of marijuana charges. That's right. So, pretty much that means that now especially in these 11 specific cases where he has lowered the time that these people will have to serve incarcerated. They were serving sentences that ranged from like 15 years in some cases, some extreme cases, to life. So, that just right off the bat, that just sounds irrational and completely, unfair. Something that you can grow in the earth and everything, roll it up in a little piece of paper and light it up. You got to go spend multiple years, miss out on, some of the golden years in your life because, you smoked a little earth. And, to be transparent, this is coming from a former heavy user. So I'm, pretty happy, I'm happy about the situation that, these people are given a second chance, that they're being granted that clemency more so than a second chance. It's really meant to, and this will be in the brief. I'll link it below so that you all can read it yourself. But the words that he used specifically in the press release and everything was that it's meant to rectify racial disparities in the justice system. And you know how in our community we can go on for unlengths of time talking about how unjust the judicial system is to people of color. Yeah. Black, indigenous, people of color in general. So it's a step forward. Nobody's gonna be going to Capitol Hill shouting, praises for Joe. I don't know. Maybe y'all will. Maybe y'all will. Who knows? Let me not speak for all of you, but I'm just saying it is a step in the right direction. So, but also another significant point about this, about the pardon that he's granted to these people has been that it's going to remove unnecessary barriers that having a criminal record with marijuana possession on it, use and possession, has created in the lives of those who need to get employment, need housing and educational opportunities. So pretty much, now there's some semblance of being able to get your life back on track without having to go through the hoops and the hurdles and everything just because you chose to take a little puff on one day and, probably not just one day, but, got hemmed up and facing, these unjust charges and everything. So being as a Garveyite, I do believe in self-sufficiency and building ourselves up and, making our own way and kind of looking out for ourselves. But that's not saying that there are unnecessary hurdles that we have to face as a community-wide. So I am happy about this pardon that was granted, if I can be transparent. And I just want to bring that all to you. Let's go over a little bit of some brief facts, just so y'all know. How unjust it was for people of color, especially Black and indigenous people who were facing these charges and things. So, A Washington Post analysis determined in 2022, while marijuana arrests overall dropped in the years since Virginia became the first state in the South to legalize, Black adults accounted for nearly 60% of marijuana-related cases before the state's general district and circuit courts. As an analysis of marijuana-related code citations in the courts system concluded, despite Black people accounting for about 20% of the state population. So you can see how skewed that is, that, only holding 20% weight of the state's population, but the amount of people or the charges for marijuana related cases belong to 60% of that demographic, of our demographic. So that's just one instance. A 2022 analysis of marijuana possession arrests in Texas for the years 2017 to 2019 reported that African Americans comprised of 30% of all possession arrests. Yet, Black people comprise of only 12.9% of the state's population. So again, and this goes on and on and on, and it's pretty outlandish. So again, we happy that they're taking a step in the right directions, for non-violent offenses, getting this clemency and everything, because nobody's trying to serve, 1 year here, 2 years for a second offense, 90 days to 3 years for any subsequent offenses and stuff like that. And even in some cases, and I'm pretty sure this does relate to the sale and everything, it probably depends on how their charges were brought to the court. But, people serving 5 years, 20 years, stuff like that. And was going to get knocked down significantly. Well, I'm hoping. But yeah, that's the gist. And now you're in the know. So do us a favor, like, comment your thoughts below. Hit the subscribe button so you make sure that you can get the next video coming out of all of our hot releases. Wish you love, light, support, all power to the people. Much love. This is Chili Charlie signing out. Peace.